And today we're playing soccer. We're going to be practicing scoring goals in soccer, right? How to kick and how to score. So you need a soccer ball or something similar, something you can kick. Then you need some open space and ideally a goal. If you don't have a soccer goal, aim for a tree, plant a stick in the ground, and kick at the stick. Okay? So scoring a goal. In order to win, you have to score goals. To score goals, you got to be able to kick. All right? You got to be able to kick it past the goalie. So I'm going to teach you just a few basics, and then it's going to be up to you to put it into practice, right, and develop those skills. So when you kick the soccer ball, well, with what foot do you normally kick? It's usually your strong foot. Your kicking foot or your strong foot is typically the same as your strong hand. So I'm right-handed. I hold a pencil with my right hand. I throw with my right hand. So I'm also going to be kicking with my right foot. Okay, that's one way you can decide. Another way is try both feet, see which one you like better, all right? So I know I'm going to be kicking with my right foot. That means my left foot is going to be my plant foot. It's going to plant in the ground and hold my body steady and give me balance while I kick the soccer ball, okay? And that's what I want to talk about right now. When you actually kick the soccer ball, you can kick it with the top of your shoe, like where your laces are, or slightly inside, on the inside top of your laces, okay? Ideally not with your toe, all right, and not with a flat inside foot, but on top of your laces, slightly inside, okay? On top of your laces, slightly inside, about right here, okay? Top of your laces, slightly inside your foot. That's the part of your foot you want to contact the ball. Similar to when you throw, you want your plant foot to be pointing toward your goal, okay? So let me go ahead and put this ball down and kind of walk you through the process and then take a few shots. So when I kick, I'm aiming toward the goal. My plant foot is going to be on the side of the ball. Okay, my left foot is on the side of the ball. And my toe is pointing toward the goal where I want to kick. It's pointing in the direction I want to go. From there, my strong foot or my kicking foot is going to follow through, and the inside top of those laces will strike the ball. Plant, swing. Okay, got the mechanics down there. I'm going to walk up to it again. Walking, walking, walking. Plant, swing. Okay. So I was pretty close with my kick. I got to the back corner, and that's something you guys can do is go from one corner to the next and then start to elevate the ball, all right? Aim for the corners of the goal because that's where the goalie probably is not. No matter where you are in the basketball court, whether you're very close to the hoop or you're really far away, you're going to be bending your knees and jumping when you shoot. That's a given, okay? So using your legs, bending your knees, shooting and jumping, or jumping and shooting, you have to jump when you shoot the ball, okay? Use your knees as a spring. That's lesson number one. Use your knees as a spring. Use them together. Use your knees together. Both feet underneath you, all right? You have to jump when you shoot. That's a given. Now, I want to talk about the 3 steps. There are 3 steps that I've been teaching my students for years that if you remember them, it will always help you shoot correctly. And you can even coach yourself. You can remind yourself of the 3 steps and make sure you're doing it correctly. The 3 steps are elbow in, finish high, fingers in the cookie jar. What? Fingers in the cookie jar? What does that have to do with basketball? I'm going to tell you. So elbow in looks like this. Finish high looks like this. Fingers in the cookie jar looks like this. Now, spike ball is typically played on a miniature trampoline, right? Where the ball bounces off the trampoline or off the net, and players have to keep returning the ball, spiking it, hitting it back to the net so it bounces off the net. and the team that fails to successfully return the ball to the net loses that point. So you have to use your hands to strike a ball, and you have to do so accurately so that the ball lands on the net. Now, the big rule in spike ball is that you are not allowed to catch the ball. Okay, there's no catching, only striking. All right, so you have to keep an open hand and be able to strike the ball. You can either go down, you can either strike it downward, like a spike, or you can strike upward to give the ball some loft so it lands. But accuracy is the key. Now, you're going to need to be able to move left and right, forward, backward with your feet. So be nimble, be agile, hand-eye coordination, timing, rhythm, spatial awareness, knowing where the net is if you're playing with other people, knowing where other people are. These are the important skills in spike ball. Now, as you can see behind me, I drew a circle in white chalk. That's going to be my makeshift net. So you can do something similar. You can put down cones. You can use sidewalk chalk. Or if there's a square on a sidewalk, you can use that. And I'm going to be using a tennis ball today because it has good bounce. You want a ball with some good bounce if you're not using the actual net. And I'm playing by myself. You can play with any number of people, but at home, during homeschool, sometimes we just have ourselves. But with a little creativity, we can get the job. Let's review a little bit from the past on how to hold the tennis racket. You hold it with your strong hand. So put the racket out in front of you, grab the handle, and shake hands. Hello, racket. How you doing today? Not too tight, not too loose. Make sure that your thumb is wrapped around. And you'll be holding the tennis ball in your weak hand. So serving. Every point in tennis starts with a serve. Just like volleyball, it's just like a pitch in baseball or softball. Every play starts with a serve. Okay? So everyone needs to be able to do it. It requires a lot of practice, but it's very important. So the practice is worth it. Alrighty, so I'm going to be serving the ball to you. We'll talk about the tennis court and the rules there at the end, but for practice, I'm going to serve it to you. Okay, I'm going to aim it to you, and you can aim straight forward to me. Now, you can do this out in open space in your yard, or if you want to serve a ball against a wall so it bounces back, or you can serve it to a partner and take turns. That's all great, but you can definitely do this on your own. All right. In your strong hand, you're going to hold your racket above your head. Okay, kind of put your elbow at a 90 degrees. Okay, just like that. Just hold your racket up in the air, kind of like you're saying hello, like you're holding up a sign. And you're going to step forward with your left foot, all right, or your opposite foot. I'm right-handed, so I'm stepping with my left foot. Now, when I serve, I'm not going to hit it yet, but when I serve, I'm going to toss the ball in front of my racket, okay, in line with my racket. I don't want to toss it off to the side because then my serve is going to be crooked, okay? So I'm pointing my toes in the direction that I want to serve, all right? Racket in the air, and before you guys actually hit it, before we hit it, we're going to practice our tosses a little bit, okay? So practice tossing the ball up in the air, slightly above your racket, and then let it drop, okay? Up, let it drop. Make sure that it's in line, straight up, straight down. Now, it's the real deal. I'm actually going to strike or serve the tennis ball straight forward. We're going to put it all together, okay? Rack it up. Step forward. Toss and serve. Our second lesson each week, our second activity, is a weekly workout. This consists of 5 different exercises: push-ups, curl-ups, squats, the sit and reach, and some jogging. Weekly workouts are a very important part of this course. That's why we do them every week. The reason we do these 5 exercises is to prepare for our performance tests at the end of each quarter. Every 9 weeks, we participate in the Presidential Youth Fitness Program tests, or performance tests. For more information on that, visit pyfp.org.